what we're going to show is I'm going to type here, and we're going to see our reply here from what the computer understands. Today's goal is to make an app in the App Store, just to copy it all in Words. And so the first thing we might want to do to make an app is let's make a window, fill it in on the screen, right? Let's start with that. What do I get for a response? Panel 0, no verb. Right, so it decided it picked a name for me. Let's give it a name. Let's call it My Win. And now I can see that down below. My Win shows up. And it says, oh, for panels, try Blueprint. All right, how does that work? And notice that I misspelled it. That's important. You can misspell like crazy around here, and it's going to start guessing by the closest possible match, and then you'll work on it from there. So I think we'll settle on industry for now. And when you think of apps, everything is kind of cut into spaces, right? So let's add a space that we can kind of work inside. And I'm going to start numbering these lines to help it be easier to follow along with what's going on below. So I'm going to add a space called area 52, and I'll just put that on top. And then inside that space, let's add, let me make sure you can see that it's live. You notice this cloud responds to me talking. It's supposed to give you it's reactive, but a sense that it's live. And I'm going to add a camera inside that space. So let's see how that goes. Yep, live cam. Alrighty. But more importantly, let's add a web browser. And here we have one. Now this is based on WebKit 1, but it runs YouTube and video games and all the other stuff. We can pull in all sorts of services, AI, network stuff. Everybody's content out there can be brought in and mapped to words. Now today, the app we're gonna make is a virtual scoreboard. It's on Apple by Austin Blackwood, and I'm gonna step through my web history right now. So I'm gonna click over here and go to the, here's another example of this. That's what the app should look like. That's what their app does look like. Here's an example in a laptop, and here's the control panel, which is probably the most important part, because it shows, +1, +2, foul, timeout. So we're gonna make this. And in fact, before we do anything else, in case you might lose interest in such a lengthy video, I am going to pull up the actual app. So I have it here, and we can look at all the words for this. So there's about 100 words, about 19 are behavior, and the other close to 80 are all visuals, like making the little background LED numbers and stuff like that. But let's try it out. Let's add some points. I know that I put in if home score is greater than away score by 5, it should make some noise and do something special. Here we go, little fireworks. And if the away team comes back, we heard the buzzer from the shot clock. So we can reset the shot clock here. And why don't we start that again? And if the away team goes up, I have a different voice. The Oliver voice should say something like boo.
Away team, boo,
And he
boo, boo.
turned off the fireworks. So I can cycle through the periods, change the possession here, or change it over here. So the interactivity is all the things you would expect it to be.